Hey, hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estamos? Yo soy Irene y esto es todo lo que sale de mi cabeza. Y hoy vamos a jugar al juego gratuito de esta semana de Epic. Creo que se llama Adiós. Vamos a probarlo. Cierto, quizá debería... Mira. Tell him I know. Vale, pues vamos a jugarlo. La confesión. No puedo hacer esto más. ¿El qué? Esto. ¿Qué? ¿Las mañanas? No, todo esto. Yo gana. Eh... No. ¿Tú sabes lo que esto significa, no? Voy a decirle. ¿Esto significa algo?
Nothing I can do to change your mind. I'm afraid not. Well, let's go get some coffee. Talk things over. Come on.
Básicamente le acabo de decir a la mafia que no quiero continuar con esto. Que es básicamente... qué bien huele.
Sadie was the real cook. Hey, don't sell yourself short. Not much that's better than your home-cooked eggs. Hope you don't mind. I left out the bell peppers this time. Can't stand them. Sadie always liked peppers, though, so I put up with them. Not to change the subject, but how long we been doing this for, you think? 15 years, just about. Summer of 78. Why'd we meet? What was it? Bill was...
Sick.
And you couldn't afford a doctor. No, we could not. So you needed my help. Yeah. You or God's. Well, here's what I remember. I had a problem that night and Jimmy was trying to help me.
Vale, o sea, parece ser que nos aliamos con la mafia porque estaba enfermo, Jimmy estaba enfermo.
Jimmy was always bragging about connections back home. I thought he could help. Jimmy knew we could help each other. So he called up Tony. We agreed, made a deal.
Hicimos un trato, nosotros todos estábamos de acuerdo.
Anyone ever tell you you're no good at making coffee? Sadie did, all the time. Thought you'd have got it better by now. Well, Sadie made the coffee. I made the bacon. It's good bacon.
Vale, ahora están hablando del desayuno.
When I was a kid, I thought pigs were all pink with curly tails. Yorkshires are. Mine are red wattle, American breed. Not a lot of them out there, you know.
No paran de hablar.
So. Always thought it'd be nice, you know, to raise pigs that was different. I had some Yorkies way back. Must have been, I don't know, before the service. Long time ago. Yeah, I'm an old man. You and me both. So why the Waddles? Funny name.
No puedo hacer nada con ello.
American breed. Nearly went extinct. Thought I'd do my part to keep them alive. And that tastes good. You aren't wrong.
Estoy comiendo.
You know, the other day I was reading the paper. Look at you, an intellectual. Maybe. Anyways,
I read that pigs were as smart as us. You believe that?
No sé qué han dicho, ¿eh? O sea, yo he estado entretenida comiendo esto.
I do believe I know pigs smarter than people.
Not a particularly high bar.
We ain't that smart.
Yo ya he terminado de desayunar.
You think the pigs know?
Know what?
That they're food.
¿Me puedo
Pigs
levantar?
don't think like that.
How do you know?
Because I know pigs. Pigs ain't like us. Well, sure, they're smart. They eat, they sleep, but they do not plan.
Quiero levantarme de aquí.
And I suppose you do?
Every man does.
I think I'm just about finished up here. What do you say I accompany you today?
What, help out with the farm chores? Shovel
Bueno.
manure, milk goats? Stuff like that?
Tengo que seguir
I
escogiendo.
wanted to know how to milk goats.
As long as you're okay with shoveling manure.
Sinceramente me he perdido ya hace tiempo, ¿eh?
Just
No sé de qué están hablando.
Protégé. When I retire, he'll be the man you'll be dealing with. Good guy.
Discretos, ambiciosos.
Sweet. Ambitious.
Like you, I guess. But, listen. I told you already. I'm quitting.
We'll see.
Ya veremos. Ya veremos. Ya veremos. 31, 38, 44. ¿Por qué me sigue? Deja de seguirme. No sé qué tengo que hacer. A ver. Dile que ya está bien. Move the... A ver. A ver. Vale, pues básicamente lo que tengo que hacer ahora es mover el estiércol. ¿Y dónde está el estiércol? Aquí.
I've always wondered what was in this shack.
Have you now?
Figured it was just some old shack at first, but every time I asked what was in there, you haven't been forthcoming.
I have not, no.
Tried to take a look in the window once.
Did you now?
Vale.
Got a light?
Ta-da! Beautiful, right?
Pop machines. Here I figured you had a deep, dark secret.
Well, we have a deep, dark secret. This here is one of my hobbies.
Esto es uno de mis hobbies, dice.
Sure, I collect them, I guess, but that's not really the point.
Is there a point to any hobby?
It depends. What I meant was that it's no fun to just collect them. I fix them up. That's where the real fun is.
Makes sense.
You got any hobbies yourself?
Me?
Well, who else am I talking to?
I mean,
No tiene hobbies este señor. Yo tengo 200 hobbies. No te preocupes.
Reading, I guess.
Reading isn't a hobby.
Yeah, of course it's a hobby. What do you think libraries are for?
Everyone reads. Heck, I read the paper every day. But reading isn't a part of your personality. It's just a thing people say they do when they don't have any other hobbies.
You really believe that?
I knew someone who read every single day. She said she loved the smell of books, the texture of the pages on her fingers. She even bound books. Her hobby wasn't reading, it was books.
You put too much thought into this.
Well, a hobby is something you do because you're passionate about it. If it's something you're not
Sí,
wholly in love
realmente
with, then
sí.
you're still trying
Un
to
hobby
figure
es
out
porque le
what
pones
your
pasión.
hobby is.
So, you got a problem with my...
Bueno, mientras estos hablan,
No,
tengo
you
que
said, "I guess."
mover el
No
estiércol,
one says,
tengo
"I guess,"
que
when they love
ordeñar las cabras, alimentar al caballo, lanzar herraduras y revisar el cobertizo. Esto será el cobertizo, entiendo, ¿no?
And so you
No,
love
porque no me he puesto el check.
fixing soda machines.
That is correct.
Quiero irme.
It relaxes me.
I don't know, soda machines. It's an unusual thing for a man to
Es
want
que hablan mucho, ¿no?
get paid to fix them.
It is unusual, but when the missus and I would get into fights or when
Aquí hay una
it was
basura.
bad or I was anxious, well, I don't know. Yeah. Sadie's sister, when she passed, told me that it was all right to cry, that it wasn't weakness, that it was okay. And I remember sitting there in that empty living room with
Pero déjame
everyone
salir.
murmuring and telling me how sorry they were, and I didn't feel like I needed to cry.
Didn't you miss her?
Of course I did. Still do, but I don't know. Not everybody needs to cry. I don't need to cry. I don't get in that way, you know? Weakness? No. I don't know what she was talking about, weakness.
Estoy probando las teclas a ver qué hacen.
Weak to me, that's just
Estaba
not
para
what
allá,
I
estaba
am.
para allá.
I can't remember the
Ah,
last time.
vale.
Maybe that movie about the boy and his dogs.
Vale.
Oh, I always cry over that one. Dogs are good. Innocent. Yeah, when a dog dies, that always moves me to tears. Yeah. But Josie insisted. Then she kept insisting. Then, I don't know. I think she got offended I wouldn't cry, as if she loved Sadie more than me. And she made me feel like I was something wrong. Of course, that wasn't true. There wasn't nothing wrong with me. I just didn't.
El botón derecho se puede ver algo.
I
O
wasn't
sea,
like that. It wasn't what I needed.
lo pones
It wasn't
delante y
how
lo
I
ves.
needed to grieve. This is how I grieve. This right here. When I got a problem, I fix it. And when I fix it, I fix a little part of me. And I don't know how or why, but it's healing. It's a healing thing, and that's why a man's got to have a hobby.
Sorry,
No, it's all right. I figured, you know. I figured if someone's got to know, this is my quiet little hobby. A thing I do.
Es como muy profundo, ¿no?
My worries.
well,
Up.
yeah, looks like you fixed this one up real nice.
Hop,
I'm
hop,
proud of
hop.
it. Proud of all of them. But I'm proud of this one most.
Thank you for taking the time to show me.
There's another reason I wanted to show this to you.
What's that?
If you want it, it's yours.
What am I gonna do with a pop machine?
Well, grab yourself a nice, refreshing drink of soda every so often, you big dummy.
Mm.
Wait, I couldn't possibly.
Yeah. Please. Little memento of our time together.
Oh, come on, a memento. Let's keep this train rolling. We can work something out.
You come on back by, pick up the soda machine.
Up,
Take it home with you.
up,
Or don't.
up.
If you really got no use for it, I won't be offended.
I'll think it over. What's next?
¿Qué es lo siguiente? Ah, mira, sí, se lo he enseñado ya. O sea, que revisar el cobertizo y ya está. Vale, pues vámonos. No sé qué es eso. Vale. Vale.
What's the wheelbarrow for? Hauling what?
Fertilizer.
Fertilizante.
And what are we going to do with this fertilizer?
We are going to fertilize. Well, not now, it's October, but we're going to put it in a nice big pile where it belongs.
We?
Well, you did say you wanted to help.
Yeah, guess I did.
So help. Pick up that shovel over there.
Ah, le estoy enseñando toda mi granja y todo lo que yo puedo hacer. Ahí ya no me deja caminar.
Do this every day.
Most
Tú haces
every
esto
day.
todos los días, ¿sí?
Wanna keep doing this.
Vale, vale, vale.
My routine.
O sea, le estoy enseñando todo lo que hago
Someone's got to do it.
para que él vea todo lo que tengo que hacer.
That isn't the first time you've told me that.
I remember.
Vietnam.
Yeah.
You know, I did some digging on you, personally, not the shit kind. Know what I found?
I reckon you'll tell me.
You went back. What happened that day in the valley?
You saw the report. I'm not going to talk about it.
Come on.
No.
Suit yourself. But you got a medal. You didn't have to go back. Had a wife and kid here. In a time where most of us were trying to figure out how to stay home. You went
Vale,
back.
estoy recogiendo
Going
esto.
somewhere with this?
Think it'd be fun if you told me why? While we're shoveling shit?
I was recon. You know that, I reckon. I was in the hospital, staring at the ceiling, magazines next to me on the bed. And I had this, moment.
Se me ha quedado
A
esto
moment of
bugueado.
clarity.
A revelation.
Uh-huh. And the revelation was this. Them protesters weren't doing a damn thing. The hippies and the bands weren't changing anything. You know who was?
The Vietnamese? The Russians?
No. The news. You hit someone hard enough day in, day out with the realities of war, pretty soon they'll tire of it. Vietnam?
Yo solo estoy haciendo para adelante, ¿eh? No estoy haciendo nada más. No me deja hacer nada más, de hecho.
You figured
You ain't the only one of us who's killed people.
¿Dónde la estoy llevando?
offered you that job back in 74.
Turned it down for the same
Ah, vale, la estoy llevando allí, entiendo, ¿no?
They were telling us our patriotic duty was to go and fight for our country. Well, that's what I did.
You weren't recon when you went back, though.
Went back with a camera. Talked them into letting me help with the press, keeping them safe and all that. So I did. And I took pictures. Took all the pictures I could. I fought in a different way.
No sé ahora qué estoy haciendo, ¿eh? Este me sigue.
Nam, didn't we?
Diría que voy a por la pala.
Now you're here. Great big war hero. Shuffling shit.
Pero mi pala ha desaparecido. Ah, vale, pues ya he hecho esto. Vamos a por ejemplo, aquí. Las ovejas.
You know,
Cabras,
back home they
perdón.
call you the pig farmer.
That description is apt.
And yet, you also have goats.
I do also have goats. And a horse. And I had a dog. Tried cows once. Bill raised a newt or something, but it died.
Well, most people have.
Yo me siento.
Chickens and cows. You
Ella viene. Ven.
Is that
Let's-
judgment I hear?
Guapa.
No judgment, no. Just wondering, why goats?
Goat milk.
Guapa.
Can't be much profit in that.
Oh, there's enough. Besides, I had you.
Have. You still have.
Yes, that's
Siéntate, ¿eh?
it. I'm no longer interested in that particular revenue stream.
We
Siéntate, ¿eh?
who sever ties. And you don't want us severing ties.
I believe I made myself
Venid.
You know, I feel like we've had this conversation a couple of times now, and you still don't seem to get that I'm done with this line is
Venid.
really
Ovejitas.
You were asking me about
Cabras,
goats.
perdón. Venid. Ay, ay, ay. Hola, 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 hola.
They like to play. They eat just
Que te
about
sientes, que si no, no va a venir,
The
che.
milk's an acquired taste, but I've always liked the cheese. Meat's good with the right curry. A friend taught
No
me
puedo
that.
hacer nada realmente.
So, you like them for the utility.
I like them because they're playful. Want to get started?
Started?
Milking.
Oh, hey, really? I've always wanted to try that.
Well, here's
Pero
the
ya
catch.
nos lo has dicho.
My goats are smart. They
Vete.
know what's up, so.
Ah, mira, está aquí. Hola, guapa. ¿Veis? ¿Habéis visto? Ha hecho lo mismo que yo.
Come on.
Come on.
Now they'll just take their positions here like they should. Got feed all ready for them. Just you take a seat.
Hola, guapa. Hola, bonita.
Not very comfortable.
Hola,
I
bonita.
suppose not. Well, now that we're seated, all you got to do is grab the teat with your thumb and forefinger.
Vale. Y pull.
No.
No.
Pull. Just sort of rhythmically squeeze with the rest of your fingers. Gently pushing the milk out.
Like this?
Just like that, yes. All you got to do is do that till the goat's out of milk.
Anda, mira.
Huh. This is kind of nice.
I found it really.
Sale leche. ¿Lo veis ahí abajo?
Why don't you?
Say what?
Why not get used to this?
What?
Pero no sé si yo estoy haciendo algo, la verdad.
Yeah, some folks might take issue with that.
Well, can't make everybody happy. Better than ending up shot.
Ahí sí, ahora sí. Vale, vale. Hola. Hola, cabrita.
Hey, hey!
¡Ay! Que le tenía que manchar a él.
Oh, gun down. Life over just like that.
I usually get to shoot back.
Well, we all wind up dead in the end, don't we?
I'd rather live as long as possible.
What good is that?
Living?
What good is living if you ain't happy?
Who says I'm not happy?
I'm not.
You could be.
I don't think I could. Well,
Ya está. Una cosa hecha.
that does it for the goats.
Still, thinking about what I've been saying?
I haven't stopped.
Changed your mind?
No.
Hop, hop.
No, I have not.
Hecho. Ahora vamos con los caballos. Vamos con los caballitos. Estoy intentando convencerle de que lo mejor para todos... Aquí. Caballo. Sí, sí, aquí. Uy, es un poco gordito, ¿no?
A tractor?
What?
Well, pigs I get. Goats too. Some fellas have chickens and cows.
Hola,
It's all well and good, but
caballito. Hola.
what's the point of a horse?
Horses are God's most beautiful creatures.
What?
Hola,
Just keep a
caballito.
horse
¡Oh, le he
around
dado
because
una
you
manzana al caballo!
Uh-huh. No, you haven't got
Otra.
them, so you don't ride them.
Otra. Hola, caballito.
What's the point?
I don't see the point in a farm without a horse.
Toma.
Gotta have a horse.
Estoy alimentando al caballo. Espero que el caballo no solo se alimente de
Really. Beautifully says.
manzanas,
Sticky
¿no?
legs and bloated bellies and those weird teeth. Sleep standing up. Who sleeps standing up? Something wrong with that. Aren't you going to say something?
Pet.
One day maybe this feller will understand. There you go. There you go.
To me, I mean.
I keep apples here 'cause he likes them.
Ajá.
Likes the salt lick, too. Want to feed him one?
Nah, I'm good.
Suit yourself. All righty, here you go, boy. No, I gotta get going. Why don't you walk on out to pasture, rest a spell?
Oof. Horses give me the willies.
Can't see why.
Vale. Y ahora tenemos que tirar herraduras o lanzar herraduras. Allí, vamos para allá. En los lanzamientos de herraduras.
Why horseshoes?
Well, why not horseshoes?
Doesn't it feel stereotypical?
Well, look around you. My nearest neighbor lives, half a mile down the road. It ain't the city. We don't have nightclubs and pool halls to go hang out at.
Pool halls? What is this, 1890? This is 1992, friend.
Vale, pues ahora siguen hablando de sus cosas. Hola, hola, hola.
I don't even know if they had those when I was
Voy por detrás. Te asusto, te asusto, te asusto, te asusto. Salto, salto.
No need for all that,
Quiero coger esto.
So you play horseshoes.
Ajá.
Read a good book? Develop photos you took for yourself? Go fly fishing?
It sounds idyllic.
Sí,
Quaint,
suena
I know.
idílico.
And you just want to give up this home-cooked paradise?
Vale,
It's lonely, too.
We could get you a nice place in the city.
vale.
Never was one for crowds.
Thought you said you were lonely.
I'd be just as lonely in a crowd. Sadie, she, nobody else
Uy,
could
qué
really
bien.
see me. Understand what I was.
How do you figure?
Ay, ay, ay.
What?
¡Ole!
After Saigon, when I got back, all these people were hugging their loved ones or protesting or whatever, and
Ah, vale, así.
I never felt more alone in all my life.
¡Ole! ¡Uli!
I should have been happy, and I wasn't.
Well, it
Ahí.
Popular war.
No, más
Lost
cerca.
friends too, right?
Yeah.
Ahí.
But
Ole.
when I got home, it was dark, and
Yeah.
there was Sadie waiting for me. Porch light like a halo around her head,
Ole.
and I knew I wasn't alone anymore.
Chup.
So you came back to your high school sweetheart.
Chupa.
I thought he'd have married her by then. I didn't think she'd wait for me.
Why
Chup.
not? You're a handsome guy. They've been all sorts wanted you, especially back then. Women love a man in uniform.
Me vas a ganar, ¿verdad?
You see that house on the hill?
What, the burned out one?
¿Te quedan dos todavía?
Gary Gordon, of the Gordon
Me
family.
vas a ganar.
Went to high school with us.
Venga, tira el último.
But, well, most of us were farm folk.
Me vas a ganar.
Her dad was the county judge, so for us that's pretty high society.
Me ha ganado.
The
por
Gordons
poco.
owned a lot of land, and all that passed to
¿Puedo
Gary
coger
after
este?
his ma died. In high school, he'd been our
No me deja
quarterback
cogerlo.
after his pa paid off the school, but he wasn't a bad athlete.
Good looking guy?
Oh, a real James Dean. And he had eyes for Sadie. The poor farm boy who couldn't play.
Le deja ganar, para que así me deje en paz, porque es de la mafia.
Shit, what kind of contest was that?
Pensadlo.
Hey, who wouldn't want all this?
Man, yet when I came home, there she was.
Where was Gary? He served too?
Gary was too rich to serve. Star quarterback had some health exemption. Didn't get drafted.
So then, where was he?
Running his dad's business. Trying to win her heart. Didn't work. She invited him to the wedding. I didn't want him there, but, well, you know Sadie. The Gordons own most of the property around here, including the 200 acres surrounding that hill.
Right.
And he built a house.
A house? Wait, that house?
The very same.
Looks like it was a mansion.
It was.
Why'd he build it?
I don't know. To remind her what she'd given up, maybe?
So, what happened to the wealthy Gary Gordon in his mansion?
Well, he built
Pero,
it
por
one
favor,
year
ahora no os
after the
pongáis a hablar de la mansión.
1966 or so, and we went inside and he just...
Bueno, si eso va a conllevar a que este me deje en paz,
Then one night, about a year later, there was a storm.
déjame en paz.
Boom. No more, Gary.
Estoy loquísimo.
No more Gary Gordon.
Maybe he was lonely too.
Maybe. Oh, I won. Guess this city slicker's still got it. What's next?
¿Qué es lo siguiente? Ups. El árbol. Ah, pues vale, pues te enseño un
You know
árbol.
what this is?
Tree?
Well, you ever
Ah,
seen a
bueno.
tree like it?
A tree?
Diría que alguien ha muerto aquí.
Remember all them roasted chestnuts at Christmas?
Oh, sure. I mean, I kind of figured. Been by
Oh,
often to see the chestnuts
¿Quién
myself.
eres?
Why? Is it special to you?
This is an American chestnut tree.
Oh, hey, Saul. He's telling us about his American chestnut tree.
American, huh?
Mm,
Thought they all died.
What?
You remember.
Pays to remember things.
Like the American chestnut.
I'm a little lost here.
Oh, a couple weeks back, Saul came by, said you couldn't make it. Business
Yep,
as usual.
yep, yep.
Saw I had a bucket of chestnuts, asked
Yep.
if pigs could eat them, so we got to talking, and I told
Yep.
him about chestnuts.
Uh-huh. And what did you learn?
Pork tastes better with chestnuts. And most American chestnuts had died off.
It's true. Long before you or I was born, the American chestnut was prized for the quality of its wood.
Jimmy'd like that.
Oh, that he would. But this tree, there ain't many like it left. American chestnuts almost all died out because of the Asian fungus around 1900 or so. The chestnut blight.
That's what, like a couple 100,000 trees?
Oh, billions. 4 billion trees snuffed out practically overnight. Lumberjacks
¿Quién
selling out
eres?
of work in places like West Virginia. Those economies never recovered.
Bien pinta los dos de mafiosos, ¿eh?
Whole country.
Logging, too, before it all died off. Now there's trees like the General here, making nuts year-round. And I feed them to the reds, and they grow nice
No me deja
and
hacer
fat and
mucho.
tasty.
Seems lonely.
It is lonely. Heartbreakingly lonely. To know everyone else you ever loved has passed on. So,
Nada. Pues hasta aquí el vídeo de hoy, espero que os haya gustado. La verdad es que es un juego en el cual hay que prestar mucha atención y yo no suelo prestar atención a tanto a los textos y demás, al contexto, al lore del juego, como para que poder seguirle el hilo conductor. Entonces realmente no es un juego, o sea, los gráficos se ven súper bien y demás, pero no es un juego para mí. Espero que os haya gustado la pruebecita que he hecho y nos vemos en el siguiente gameplay. Chau, 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 chau.